What's up, guys? Welcome back to the function. We're a week late, but a week behind, but we still fed y'all content.
Better late than never is what they say.
They do say that.
That was on me. So I apologize
also,
for that.
No, it's all good.
also, happy birthday, Tam, because we don't remember if we
Tam.
told him happy birthday,
Thank
but
you.
the last
Thank
episode
you.
dropped on his birthday, so
Yeah.
happy birthday.
All of my memories from the last 2 weeks have just gone out the window. So.
Oh, trust me.
Yeah.
Real
Same.
question. This is a horrible and not that interesting thing to start the episode with, but how do you spell your name?
You know what's funny? I was thinking about that too. When you put my name on the Google Docs, and I was like TAMN.
I've literally I don't know why. I am the type of person, because everyone spells my name wrong all the time. I instantly, when I add somebody's name to my phone, I go research all their socials to make sure I spell it right. And for some reason, I had it with an N. And then somebody else said something, and I was like, wait, he doesn't spell it with an N. And then I was like, wait, why did I do this? And then I was like, fuck.
Tam NTN or whatever.
No, but the title was right. So like the Google Doc title.
No, because I
was
went
right.
back and changed everything. That's what I did. Is
Okay.
I saw that, and then I saw that text, and I was like, fuck, I've been spelling his name wrong the entire time.
Yeah, it made me question my Instagram handle a little because I put NTN at the end.
I think that's what it was throwing me
What is
off,
the
is I
NTN?
saw that, and I was like, oh,
So-
Tam. And
Yeah.
it's just like,
No, I thought you do that on purpose, and it's kind of fun. You know, I don't really care about it.
It's like damn, I guess. You know?
Yeah.
oh,
It's
how this is-
TAM and you did TAMN.
Tam Land.
Tam.
God damn.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
first off,
Damn.
that's what I might do for like a shitty Photoshop for the promo for this episode, is just do the Damn by Kendrick Lamar album cover, but it just says
Tam. Wait,
Tam,
pretty sick.
and it's just your face.
See, I don't
Um,
know if I'm cool enough for that, but I appreciate that.
We'll do it. It's okay. It's just whether it'll, I guess,
that'd
or
be-
not, but
It's kind of a hard Photoshop though. I feel like
I'm not going to give him cornrows, or if that's what you're saying. He does have cornrows for that album, right?
I don't remember.
But to answer your questions, NTN is my middle and last name.
What is your middle name?
I'm not pronouncing it right now.
Okay.
Is it very long or
Can
very
you write it out
complicated?
for us?
It's just like, it's not worth it.
Okay. Wait. What
Yeah.
is the T? Is that?
My middle name has two letters. I mean, no, not 2 letters, 2 words.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Um,
That makes sense.
And I put the dot in the middle.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like a file extension.
Mhm.
It's like tam.ntn. And I thought about making like
So
my
programmer
social.
of you.
I know. No. My social that I thought about making just for like putting out like technology content, and maybe like desk setup and that kind of stuff. That's something I'm into.
Mhm.
I thought about tam.tsx.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wait, that's actually kind of hard.
I don't know. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just short.
You should change it to that.
Colin.jpg.
I might.
I only post JPEGs. I guess it's not that. Yeah, my username when I was in middle school was, so it's Colin Abear. It's Colin Abear. So it's like all one word. You know, like because my last name a lot of people don't know how to pronounce. So for the longest time it was Colin Abear, but it was all one word. So it was like COLINABEAR. So it
Yeah.
looked like Kalina Bear. And so one time I was in like 7th grade.
Did you get called out for that?
No, not exactly. I was in like 7th grade, and one of the meme pages I followed posted like a contest. It was basically a caption contest, and it was like the best caption for this I'll give a shout out to or whatever, and I'll post the meme. And I was like, oh yeah, I got this. So I gave her 2, and they shouted me out. And the entire like description of the shout out was like, shout out to Colin at Kalina Bear. She's so funny. Haha. She had the best caption, whatever. And I was like,
no. That's actually explainable because I talked to you about Caroline having the same exact like initial as you.
oh yeah.
CGH, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, anyway, so I DM'd the person. I was like,
G stands for gay.
I'm like, hey, I'm a boy, but I'm just letting you know. Anyway, the
Yeah,
caption
my
was
long hair is throwing it off a little, but
what?
your long hair. like-
Yeah. People get confused.
Yeah, I saw a picture
Especially
of you
from the
yesterday
back.
with shorter hair, and it was throwing me off so much.
I can't wait to cut my hair. I'm so excited.
Oh, me too.
Are you doing it soon?
Yes. No, not soon. Like 3 months.
Oh.
As soon as football starts.
How do you have your hair cut?
Oh, you're growing it out for the mullet. You're
the mullet.
planning the long game.
Yeah,
So are you
long
going to be
game.
able to get Connor to? Because Connor said he's giving up the mullet mantle.
No,
Are you getting him back in by doing what too?
yeah. So no, I mean, so whenever we did it that year, that we won, obviously, we went 15-0. So LSU won every single game that year. Me and Connor had a mullet the first week, so we're like, it must be luck. It must be a luck thing. So last year, Connor did it. And we went like
it was sick.
Fucking 5-10 or some shit like that. I don't know. We did horrible.
It was a sick mullet though. I did it.
Yeah, it was great
really
mullet.
cool.
Great mullet. But obviously, Connor is bad luck. Connor's mullet is bad luck, which obviously necessitates that my mullet is good luck. It means his mullet is garbage and bad, and mine is holy and good. So I have to do it for the people to give us a win for LSU.
With that being said, our guest today is Tam. Hey, Tam.
Why don't you give us a little introduction about yourself?
Yeah.
I mean, quick introduction. I'm a friend of Colin and Elliot, and we also work together. So that's how we know each other.
Yeah, we're just coworkers. We're just going to talk about work the entire time. That's the plan.
Yeah. But
Welcome back to the UX podcast.
Yeah. So I learned a little bit about Axios yesterday.
Axios?
Axios.
Like
the library?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
the
Yeah.
library, like
the JavaScript library.
oh
Yeah.
Axios is also like a finance media company.
Oh, okay.
It's
That's
a
where
very
they-
common name. Yes.
Wait, what?
It's a very common name.
Yeah. I
It's
did
a
a little
cool name.
Yeah.
It's a cool word.
Mm-hmm.
Did my first Express back
Okay.
end yesterday. It's pretty simple, wasn't that hard.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just kidding. We're not going to do this.
Yeah, we're not going to do this to you.
It's okay. It's happened briefly before, but yeah, no. That's also my biggest thing of why I don't want to have George and Matthew on because I'm
Oh,
I'm gonna be so left out on that episode.
No, I think they would do fine with being just not tech.
Yeah, they're pretty interesting.
Oh, I'm not saying they aren't. I'm just saying it'll quickly just go
Yeah,
down
it would
a rabbit
devolve
hole
into
of
like
something the
it
three of
would be
y'all.
like, hey man, you see that task I assigned you?
Yeah, it would just be like, hey, welcome to the function.io,
Yeah.
where we talk tech.
Oh wait.
Could be
Oh.
funk.
Funk.
Oh,
Oh my
Wait,
god.
that actually makes so
That'd be
much
hard. Have a tech version of the Function podcast.
sense. The name just
Yeah.
perfect for it.
Funk.
Yeah.
Where does
Um,
okay, real quick. I do want to get into you, obviously, but what is .io and where does it come? And like,
IO is
In and out, I guess.
no. The
dot in and out.
Yeah, it's
In and
for-
out was so popular.
They
got
gave their own URL extension, whatever it is.
In and out, dot in and out.
So IO came from the oceanic island, or no, sorry, Indonesia. It's the Indonesian file extension.
Oh.
Remember I was saying CH is
Yes.
Chechnyas? It's not. It's China's, I'm pretty sure. IO is the Indonesian. It's either Indonesian or like the Pacific Islands, like
Okay.
Oceania.
So does that mean all those games that came from there are like?
They're not from there. It just
Okay.
it was taken over as like a techie thing.
Okay.
But what it was is the country of the country or whatever the region of is whatever it is, Indonesia or whatever. Their file extension, like we have
Okay.
.us and
Yeah.
.uk and all those same
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, it's really funny. We looked it up the other day. George was like, "Where the fuck did this come from?" So he googled it. But yeah, now we know. Hey, also, did y'all know that a incandescent light bulb only gives off 5% of the energy as light? 95% is heat. That's a fun little fact I learned.
Isn't that why we don't use them anymore?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Is they're just not efficient.
They're horrible.
Yeah. That's why I thought we use. That's like the whole reason
Yes.
LED lights are a thing.
Yeah, way better. Sorry, that was just a little something
No.
I had.
I actually did a little research about
Now
it. I
you
switched
know.
everything. I try to, not everything, but the place I'm at right now, I can like see the energy bill go down when I
wow.
switch everything to LED.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So Tam, tell us. We now know how you know us.
Yeah.
But, your story is pretty interesting. So I don't know if you want to.
I have a story.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. So you're not originally from here. Is that correct? I'm not sure about that.
No, you 100%.
I know.
correct.
I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. So yeah. So what
Yeah.
landed you in Louisiana?
My job.
Oh.
With Mallet Bay. That's also how I knew you. But
Really?
I graduated from Ole Miss. I went to work in Colorado for like a year, and came back here with Mallet Bay. So.
How was
that's
Ole
the-
Miss? Ole Piss.
Oh, come on, man.
Sorry.
We can hit on state together. But and
Yeah,
I mean
you're right, you're right.
Mississippi State, not
Mhm. Yeah,
Louisiana
I know,
State.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like I liked Ole Miss, but I hated the state of Mississippi, so we can hate
No,
on the state
state.
of Mississippi.
That too.
Okay. Yeah, I know everyone.
Equal.
Everyone I know who goes to a school in Mississippi likes the school, but they hate Mississippi.
There's just not a lot going on.
Yeah,
I feel
there's
like.
no
Yeah.
no reason to like Mississippi.
Yeah. Also, actually, no. I feel like it's not too bad because you're a big festival guy, and it's pretty central to a lot of festivals. You have like Lollapalooza above you. Like Rolling Loud, and then
you have to travel pretty far for that.
Lollapalooza is also north of us, but it's like
but it's central compared to like we'd have to go 12 hours to Lollapalooza, 18 hours to like Rolling Loud.
Oh, you meant like central to like I was like, it's not gonna take him much shorter of a time to get to Chicago.
I don't know where
Lollapalooza is in Chicago.
Wait, what?
I've actually driven to Chicago before for a festival.
It's not that far, right? It's like
12 hours.
12 hours from
9,
us, probably
I
8
think.
from there.
I'm not
Oh, I
sure,
think y'all are
more
like 4
9.
hours north, so that might.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, that
Yeah.
changes things.
However, now that I'm thinking about it, there are way more centraler, more central.
Bonnaroo is a lot closer to you than.
Yeah.
Yeah, never been though. So
Okay.
Wait, where's Bonnaroo?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
It's in okay. Yeah, see,
Is
it's
it
pretty
Chattanooga?
central place.
or is it-
I think outside of that,
That's what I thought.
Manchester or something.
I don't know. I've never been to Tennessee.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, it's now on the top of the list because everyone's just like Tennessee's so cool. I was like, oh. I've
Everybody
actually
moving
never
to Nashville, so
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot more. Nashville is like a very small sliver of Tennessee, but Tennessee is so fucking big, like shockingly big. If you look at it on a map, it like goes from, like
been. West to east, like
very west, but very west to east is what I mean.
still a lot
It's-
bigger than where I'm from. To be
Yeah,
honest.
it's very wide.
Yeah, where I'm
Um,
from is everything just packed and like just concrete.
And where are you from?
In Hanoi.
Hanoi.
It's the capital of Vietnam. So
Yes,
it's
yes,
like
I'm
in-
familiar with Hanoi.
A lot of people don't like it, but we're in the north, so
I know you said
Never been, so
communism.
can't
I'm just
really.
kidding.
Yeah, it's one of my top states to visit as well.
top state.
Oh,
Yeah. It goes Tennessee and then Vietnam. it's-
So, I don't know what. I'll have to double check where they filmed it, but have you seen Tenet?
Yes, but a funny story. We did Tenet, and we didn't go to the movie theaters or anything. We rent the CD from like one of those red box. What is it called again?
Yes,
It's
Red
literally
Box.
called red box.
Yeah.
I don't think I've thought about Redbox.
Yeah, it's a red
First
box.
off, the fact that they had those. Actually, no, I did think about Redbox recently, and the movies I saw there looked so bad.
Really?
They all looked like
That's what I was
these
gonna
were
say.
just like high budget movies that were horribly written, that were solely designed for China. It was just like
Yep.
Yeah,
I was like, does Redbox own
the
China?
Meg or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
No,
the
that's what
classic
I was
one.
gonna say. Like the quality was so bad that I didn't
Of
even.
Tenet?
Well,
Or, like-
from Redbox.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
like, Tenet was a fantastic movie.
I liked the movie. It's just the quality just kind of
The yacht
ruined it
scene
for
though
me.
was in Vietnam though, and that beach area looked
really I didn't
very
know that.
beautiful. Because she always talks about that
Have
scene,
you
and they always
seen
refer back to that
Kong
scene.
versus Godzilla?
No,
Because Kong Skull Island was filmed in Vietnam.
we have.
Oh,
seen,
really?
We have seen Kong Skull
Yeah,
Island.
we watched it
saw
together in theaters. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know what scene it is, but like the scene where they traveling around the water and there's
Uh-huh.
like small little mountains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about
That's Vietnam. That's
Okay.
Ha Long Bay, which is
Oh.
like used to be one of the worst 7. What is the worst 7? Like whatever. They're trying to preserve or something. What's the name of it? I just completely forgot. But
Wonders of the World.
yes. They
Ancient?
used to be considered for that.
Ancient or current? Modern?
Yep.
now.
How
Yeah, because
big-
isn't one of the modern Seven Wonders of the World the Bass Pro Pyramid in in Memphis?
Wait,
I
no
don't
way.
know.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
have
sure it's
no
the
idea.
largest. It's the largest pyramid in North America.
It's the largest pyramid that isn't the
It is pretty
3
big,
great
yeah.
towers of the Giza pyramids.
I've been a couple times. 'Cause,
To the Bass Pro?
I went to Ole Miss, so it was like an hour drive up there. So
Really? I didn't know how close that was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's North Mississippi.
Oh.
Memphis is kind of like New Orleans to you guys.
I see.
Compared to Ole Miss.
Yeah. Beale
Um,
Street. How do you feel about Beale Street versus Bourbon?
Oh, Bourbon's way up there.
I've
Beale-
never been to Beale Street.
Beale
on a-
Street is
a fun night.
I mean,
Or
it's
you're gonna be
fun,
like, I've never
but
been to Bourbon Street.
it's very short and there's not a lot
Oh, okay.
going on there. But oh my god, I'm so sorry anybody from
Well, I think-
Memphis listening to this.
Well, I think there's a lot
Slow.
of places that are similar. They just don't stretch as far and are as packed as like 6th Street.
I mean-
is popping.
Yeah.
but for like 2 blocks.
Right.
And
Bourbon.
that's it.
I mean, Bourbon is kind of like it's one of the 7 great wonders of the modern world. Did y'all know
Really?
that? Yeah, it's one of the 7.
I think we're gonna
just
keep
keeps
saying
going.
this the entire podcast, and we're gonna actually surpass 7. There's gonna be more than 7 wonders.
Well, we're gonna be bumping some down off the list.
Okay, that's
There
true.
we go.
Just as we're going on.
No, but bourbon is I guess a bit of a anomaly. I don't know. I've never been to a Beal like when it's been fun, but
Yeah, I mean, if every single time if you go out with a group of people, it's always fun.
Yeah, and I can imagine there's a lot of times where it's more fun than bourbon because bourbon
The
is so
bars there are
packed.
more like southern bars compared to like Bourbon Street, where you have like
Howdy.
some bars where they play like popping music.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
You just
some
kinda
are
have
like
to choose.
Yeah, that makes sense. How big is Vietnam compared to like a state?
That's what I was saying earlier.
Okay, yeah.
Still, Tennessee is probably still bigger than Vietnam.
Really?
Vietnam is like long, so
Is it heavily populated though? That's the thing.
we have 80 million people, 90 now, close to
Jeez.
100.
What Christ?
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
So if by that math, the U.S. should have.
Oh yeah, isn't that like if Vietnam must be in that circle? There's like this circle that they like I've seen, I forget where it is, but there's like this circle of this part of Asia that it's just like there's more people inside of this circle than in the rest of the world.
Jesus.
I mean, we're
because
right
that's
next to China, Thailand, and
It's like part of like Thailand, China, the Philippines, India, probably. I mean, Vietnam's probably
yeah.
there, but like it's
I mean,
just like
the Philippines has a lot of people, a shitload of people too.
Yeah. What would you say is the math on that?
Oh, I was gonna do some math, but it's not
A
gonna
lot.
work right
Do you know
now.
the
A lot.
population density?
Not really, not on top of my head, but
Okay.
the city that I'm from, I'm pretty sure we have like around 10 million people right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, traffic
That's
traffic
insane.
jam everywhere.
Yeah.
Worse than BR. Oh, fun
Yeah, I
fact:
bet.
we watched a trivia show the other day, and my
Mhm.
roommate said that BR is in the top 25 city in the U.S. with the worst traffic.
see, I'm not surprised by that at all.
It's insane because it's
It's
not.
insane.
Oh, we're not nearly close to the top 25 in population.
No, that
You know,
we're probably
hey,
like
one thing I
100th.
want to know that affects this is so I-10 is one of the most like it goes from like LA to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like it's super like
Popular,
populous
yeah.
interstate.
Mhm.
Baton Rouge is the only part of I-10 that goes down to one lane. And that's
What?
why
Really?
I think it's right after you get off the bridge going to New Orleans,
Uh-huh.
you have to like merge into one lane to then
Yeah.
get back on, going from like that.
That's
So
insane.
yes, that's probably also what contributes to it being so bad is it's one
Yeah.
lane.
The funny thing is, I wasn't even surprised when I heard that. It's pretty bad here.
No, it's awful. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, the fact that the entire okay, I understand and accept that places like LA have way worse traffic than us, but they have way more people too. So it's not really a fair comparison. You know, people in LA are like, "Oh, you think you have bad traffic? Well, I take 2 hours to go down the street." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up. You have 50 times more people than we do. This city's way smaller. We shouldn't have traffic."
Yeah, we shouldn't. It's just the fact that we shouldn't have the traffic that we
Yeah. The fact that if it's Friday and it's past 4 p.m., I'm not going to leave wherever I am for another 2.5 hours.
It's not even
Like-
that. Dude, people just drive around BR. No one goes to work.
It
on
used to be
Fridays.
People
so
don't
much
go to
worse,
work.
though.
People do not go to work on Fridays, and if you were out, normally it's like if it's after noon
Yeah.
and on a Friday, traffic is ass.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, there was traffic on the way here at like
Yeah.
8:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Every time there's traffic, it doesn't matter when it is. It's like Sunday at like 9. I'm like, "Hey, y'all, go to work." I'm like, "Get off my streets." I'm trying to go get food.
Yeah, we were in Seattle last month, and the traffic in Seattle for some reason was so nice. Like even if you drive in downtown.
Really?
And for some reason, I just keep thinking maybe it's because of Amazon.
And
Like-
Microsoft. and actually, it's
Like
just
built
all
out
of
the infrastructure?
Yeah.
They must put some kind of cool technology in their like light system.
Well, okay.
I wouldn't be
here's the
surprised
thing.
about that, actually.
I think it's because it's a big city run by smart people. Cities like LA, there's a lot of dumb
It's big
people
city
there.
run by hot people.
Yes, which doesn't mean it's very efficient or smart.
But it's hot.
Yes. No, I
Um,
think that's probably part of it. Is like
Probably 'cause-
all of just the tech.
There was
centered-
one part where I just keep going and I keep hitting green light every single time.
That would be really interesting
Like
to
the whole
look
straight
into.
street, and you know how they're a little like hilly.
mountainous.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they have
So you can see like
mountains
every
nearby.
single light in front of you at some point, and it's
It also
pretty-
probably has to
yeah.
do with the fact that there's a ton of aerospace up there.
That is
So
true.
They've got really smart people there. If you're in aerospace,
Dude, my brain, I'm like, they have space for arrows? What are you talking about? Yeah, sorry, that was dumb. That would be interesting to look into to see if like they've done some
Startup
software
idea.
solutions. Yeah,
ooh,
some software solutions
making
to, like,
BR traffic much better. Oh,
Yeah.
that's gonna make you a lot of money.
by just copying what Seattle does.
There you go.
Don't have to reinvent the wheel, you know?
Yeah.
Just Just learn from the greats.
So before I forget it, and because I forgot the answer to the internet in my house, I looked.
We're recording, right?
Yes.
Oh, I see it now. I was so concerned.
Yes, we are recording.
Yeah, is that like an indicator that everything is being recorded right
Yes.
now?
Yeah.
Answer the internet. I looked one up and
nice.
got one. So this one, it made me feel better about myself because it made me realize I'm a better person than I thought I was. But so
Okay, first of all, to preface, every episode we do answer the internet, which is basically, some questions from Barstool, and then you answer them. And it's funny. Okay.
I know a little bit about that.
So this one, first off, before I continue even further, we were Tam's most listened to podcast last year.
Yeah, let's go.
So big shout out to that. I really appreciate that.
And if you,
I don't listen to podcasts often, but when I do, I listen to you
the
guys.
function.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you are listening to us a lot and we're your number one podcast, we'll have you on the podcast.
We actually will.
That's my only qualification.
Yeah, that's his only one. We don't really.
You've got some more, but
Yeah.
So answer the internet. What STD would you get if you could give it to your biggest enemy?
I don't really have that many enemies.
That's what I was saying.
Don't really don't like.
I was just like, I don't like a lot of people, but like nothing.
But I don't
because at first I was just like, oh, get AIDS and give it to them, and then I was like, I don't have anyone to like.
I would
want
never
to see the downfall.
I'd be like, that
hard.
feels horrible. I'm
Well,
very
that's what
sorry.
I was like, I don't not like somebody so much that it would feel good to go down, knowing they would go down.
Maybe
So-
like something like light
herpes. I
but
was like
funny.
herpes.
Something that's just like curable.
Yeah, something you just get a shot for that I'd be
Yeah.
like, haha, that's hilarious. Like the clap. I don't know if gonorrhea is just easy to fix. Pretty sure it is though.
Now, Luna, are you really gonna fuck up these wires? Please don't.
Come on, baby.
Please don't.
If you're watching video, you're getting to enjoy looking at our doggy. If you're on audio, just know that there's a doggy here and she's cute.
Okay. Cool.
All right,
Thanks.
she just okay, cool.
So yeah, I
Yeah,
guess y'all
I
are
don't-
also nice,
Yeah.
better people.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone. Also, the fact that I have to get it means like, it's like I don't dislike anyone enough to make myself have any sort of pain for them to be in pain.
Yeah, that's also a good point. It's like, how do they get it? Is it through you?
Yeah,
You have to fuck 'em.
then
Wait,
no.
I have to bang them?
That's even worse.
That's what it said, but so I guess you do have to bang them, but
Yeah, no, I don't want that. So like, that seems like it's worse on me in almost every aspect.
yeah, okay, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. Whoever came up with this one, you must be one, very into hate fucking, but two, just why?
They
Lots
they
of
just had an
enemies.
ex they really didn't like, and they were like, I want to give this person an STD, or maybe it happened to them. Maybe it's like they really hated their ex. They had an STD. They gave it to him, and they're like, "Yeah, fuck you."
That's just sad.
Yeah, that is kind of sad.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with my answer for this is I'm sorry to the person that wrote this.
To who hurt you?
I hope you have settled your differences, and that's it.
Also, next segment, fan questions. Still no fan questions, so we don't have any fans.
Awesome.
So, fan questions. So, Tam, can you guess what model fan this is?
Fan questions. I was thinking about fans this morning actually. How it's funny that it's just a piece. It's just an engine attached to the ceiling.
With just four pieces of wood.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you guys forgot to put the.
I was going
It
to
makes
put
it
on,
brighter.
but
No,
I
that's
think
what
it makes
we
it
do.
brighter.
It makes it brighter.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Don't look
Yeah.
at it though. Your eyes will hurt.
Yeah,
But,
it is really bright.
But yeah. Okay, so
Actually, I'm a fan, so I can come up with a question for you.
Oh yeah, give us a question.
do you have a question for us?
Maybe a question for you that we can ask you.
Oh.
That we can ask our guest.
I ain't got no fans, so I don't know. You know what? We'll come back to it.
Okay.
When I come
Sounds
up with
good.
some.
So Tam, you're a DJ.
Am I?
Kind of.
You are.
Close
You've
enough.
officially DJed 2 parties of ours, and you're not just pressing play, but you actually can mix.
You actually
stuff.
don't know that.
Well, I do know
true.
that, but like
Doesn't matter.
you can also mix stuff, so you are therefore a DJ.
And you fooled us enough
Right.
into thinking that you aren't just pressing play.
Yeah, it's
so-
all about body language, man.
Oh.
You twist a little knob, you just gotta turn your whole body.
I
you know?
see. Yeah,
You
they
just
get
gotta,
really
like,
hype about it.
really
You're like,
sell it.
here it is.
Yep.
I'm actually kind of sad that we didn't have a mic on Thursday. That would have been
I'm
kind of
excited for any future parties that you guys
Function
have.
Fest.
Function
Function
Fest.
I guess we could
There
talk.
you go.
I guess we don't have to not talk about it because it's kind of just an idea at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have like literally didn't we have a month to plan it? Is that what we said?
Yeah, I mean it would be in. It was on May 1st, so it's in.
Oh, so
by the time this comes out in like 4 days. Yeah, so I told you about this. Basically, we want to just build a giant stage and just have a rager in our backyard. Yeah, so the problem is our neighbors.
Fuck
but
that. Let's just get Matt to back his truck
That's-
up and
yeah.
just put the DJ set in the tailgate of his truck.
Okay, so the point. Okay, we can't do that because the point of this party was to get rid of all the wood that we have.
That's
So,
true. I forgot.
Not to have fun, just to get rid of the wood.
Yes. So we have a shitload of wood in our backyard because we were gonna build a bar.
And we said that August.
Yeah, and it really never ended up
April.
happening. Just because it was like the place that we were gonna put it, we never ended up really needing it. I don't know. Like our kitchen table works so well as a bar, because like the reason we had a bar at our old house is because the kitchen was so far separated from everything. Did you ever come to our old house?
Nope.
Did we know each other then?
No, you did
I don't
not.
think so.
No, yeah, because we had just met. Yeah. So at our old house, our kitchen was like completely separated from the rest of the house. So we built a bar and had it in the living room. It was a really small bar. It's the pieces of wood in there. You can go look at them later.
You can go sign it to make it pretend like you're
Oh, yeah.
friends with us longer.
I'm
than you actually
gonna
were.
bring one out.
Okay, yeah. So everyone signed the bar and whatever. It was like fun. So we were gonna build another one here, but it's like we never ended up actually needing a bar because the kitchen table just serves the same purpose and is so central to everything anyway. So now we just have a shitload of extra wood. We used some of it to build a beer dye table, and now I'm like, I want to get rid of it. And so me and Blake were talking, and I was like, let's just do a fucking giant build, put a DJ stand up top, and have a festival in our backyard. And so that was the plan. So we can't use a truck, basically. That's what
What if we use it as part of it?
we could. We could put it on top of the truck. Oh my god, and drive it around the party. Oh my god, that'd be insane.
Hey, they actually have that in at festivals.
Really?
Yeah, especially at EDC in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
They have 8 main stage, and around 8 to 10 like they call it art cars. They literally just like drive around playing music, and there's people
That's
performing.
sick.
Sometimes like artists play like a secret set, because there's not really a lineup for it.
Yeah.
You just catch like one of those cars like randomly.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
So, what festivals have you been to? Because I know you are probably the biggest festival goer that I know.
It's really hard to name them all, because it's not that I've been to many. It's just like you
Okay,
know, they
what's-
all blur.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What's your favorites?
My favorite one, actually, the one I'm coming to at the end of this week.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Ubbi Dubbi, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
went to Ubbi Dubbi in 2019 when they first throw it. So like, it's just like not a lot of people knew about it.
Yeah.
So only people who's really into the scene know
Oh,
about
okay.
it. So it was
Yeah.
like super great vibe. Everybody was into the music. They're not just there because it's like a popular festival.
Right.
You know, they're there because they like the music.
Right, not
and-
there for the picks.
Yeah. And it's really fun. So I'm going back again this Friday. And fun fact,
Who's playing?
Millennium, Cascade,
Okay.
Millennium is his
Griffin.
favorite artist.
Yes, I do. I'm aware of that.
Adventure Club.
Adventure
I'm
Club,
kind of
yes.
just naming names that you guys know, but
Yeah.
Yes.
That works.
yeah. there's a lot of artists that I'm looking
Drake.
Who's headlining? Do you know?
for. The two people closing up 2 nights is Millennium and Cascade.
Oh, okay.
Also
Cascade's old.
Adventure Club and Liquid
Yeah,
Stranger.
he is
so
old.
He's really old. Yeah. I mean, still,
is it
still
one
kinda
guy?
Good.
Yeah, it's one guy.
I didn't know that.
I guess. Well, he's probably not the oldest out of the DJs.
How old
but
is
he's
he?
up there. He's probably in his mid 40s.
Probably probably mid 40s.
I mean,
Probably made a lot of money. already.
Yeah. No, yeah.
because he's been
for
doing it for
sure.
like 20 years.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Really?
not long. Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
Cascade came up probably around the same time as like
Yeah.
maybe not Tiesto, but definitely it was probably like in between Tiesto and like Deadmau5.
You know what's insane?
Probably.
Tiesto was last year's like best EDM artist, whatever, like most popular
yeah,
EDM. That's
he's
insane.
He's been dominant
Yeah.
for so long,
ever since I stopped listening to EDM, apparently Tiesto's just been the goat,
dude.
which was
the
in like
biggest-
2014.
The biggest remix of, or like the reason people know the song is the Jackie Chan remix. That was him.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he makes EDM music that you can play at a party and everybody would know it.
Yeah.
But then he also can do trance.
That's true.
That's the big respect I have for Armin van Buuren, is the fact that he's just like, trance is not that popular anymore, and at least globally, but I'm still sticking to it.
I don't know. I just never could get into trance. I don't know. It was just
Trance is very much, you need to be in a club probably.
What kind of EDM do you guys like?
I haven't listened to EDM since we were like freshmen in high school. We're probably sophomores, but I used to listen to a lot. At the time, I don't know. Elliot was way more into it than me. He put me on the whole scene.
Yeah, Elliot showed me his playlist. Pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I was
House, deep house, trance.
No, house is cool. House now, the house that I would like to listen to is like the niche house that you can play at a day pool club, like in Vegas. Like,
so kind of like, I know.
So like the best song that I can give to that is like "Intoxicated" by Martin Solveig. Is you don't know that song?
Nope.
Okay, I'll play it. I guarantee you've heard it. It's very popular. It was very popular on TikTok. When TikTok probably like.
I'm not even sure what house means.
I can't
also don't know what
describe
deep
it,
house
but I
means.
can show you a bunch of songs that I know for a fact is house.
I know.
Right, like it's just something that you don't know how to describe it, but when you hear it, you know it.
I mean, I like Avicii a lot. I mean, I hate to like get super basic. The best DJ I've seen perform live, DJ Snake, not even close. That
Really?
man was insane.
You mean
When did you see him?
He was at Voodoo. The 1 year I did Voodoo, which I think, in my opinion, was the last good year that they did it.
that was the year we were there at the same time, but not together.
Because first off, I thought it was cool. I saw Post Malone, not main stage. Not many people can say they've seen that. He was like on the side, like one of the smaller stages that year.
He's headlining Rolling Loud.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That lineup just came out. Huh?
Yeah.
Literally 2 years later, he was the headliner for Voodoo. But
really?
I heard he wasn't that good that year.
Did you see what I sent in the function group text?
Oh yeah, Colin sent a thing this morning that was like, "Look how sick Rolling Loud is," and he just whited out everyone except for Nav. We're big Nav stands here in the function.
We love Nav.
But
We get a lot of hate for it.
I don't know. One of my, I guess the most recent trend I'll say that I like is taking kind of like, not even like tropical house like Kygo does, but like tropical just pop dance.
Yeah, tropical is something you would play.
Remixes of previous songs, like older songs, like PYT by Michael Jackson. There's this one, John Gibbons made this like fucking like tropical dance remix to it where he just took the vocals.
Is that the one you play all the time?
Yes, I play it all the time.
It's great.
It's hard. I found one where it's like the same thing, but like the song "Return of the Mac." The Return of the Mac. You know the song.
Yeah, I might.
It's that, and then they made that tropical, and they threw Fetty Wap on, which adds to it. But it's stuff like that has probably been the most recent thing I've been on, and then like I guess the only most recent artist that puts out music still that I keep up with is like Martin Garrix, and I guess a little bit of Tiesto.
Right.
I can't wait.
I'm a big Martin Garrix fan too.
So is Colin's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Lily is.
So like I've not been into the scene for very long, but I've like following EDM music for a long time and just never like throw myself out there to go to one because it's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Plan one.
Yeah, I feel like it's such a like a pain, you know? There's a lot of preparation.
Sometimes is, yeah. And like it's actually a very expensive hobby if you
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I
Crazy.
tried to budget out going to Tomorrowland, and I was just like, holy shit, this is so expensive.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
do like the car camping or do you just like
we're
stay
actually
somewhere?
doing car camping this weekend.
Oh, okay.
But the funny thing is most people think that, you know, people who go to these shows are like just kind of dumb or something. But I mean, I don't know if you guys really think about that, but
No.
like
What?
no, but like people like to go to this thing and they kind of like, you know, do a lot of drugs and you know, they kind of just want to get wasted, and which is, you know, sometimes true. But
dude.
the thing about EDM community is like it's just so diverse. Like for example, like some songs that you name just now, I don't even know about it.
Yeah, well,
like,
it's also the fact that it's probably still, I mean, the only thing I can think that's giving it a run for its money now that is like, or actually even, I think it's the biggest genre of music that didn't originate in America.
Okay. I have nothing to say on that take.
Well, I mean, I think it's
Where
just so
was it?
global. But I mean, think about it, like rap is kind of like the pop thing, and like a lot of the top artists and a lot of these genres are American.
Oh, I
Like
see what you're
all
saying.
of
Yeah,
all
okay,
the
yeah.
genres that are so global.
Oh, yeah,
all the
EDM is
artists
just
are
not
so,
inherently
EDM.
American
Most of
at
them
all.
are Swedes, French, or Dutch. Like
Yeah.
those are probably the three countries where most of the big DJs come from. America's got some.
Yeah.
But my thing is, they have switched to producing and stopped. Like some of my favorite American DJs aren't DJing really
Yeah.
anymore, or like they're the chain smokers and they realize the bag
yeah.
they can get by just
Oh my God.
cashing out
Making
and
so
making
much
just
money.
pop garbage.
At this
I've
point,
gone on
they-
so many chain smokers rants, but
They can go back to just making good music again
here's
if
the
they
thing:
wanted.
they'll go to a festival and they'll play festival
like,
shit,
classic shit.
and like,
Actually, yes.
that's hard.
Dude,
and I'm
I
like, they'll
still-
still do that. But then if you go see them on their tour, it's not that. It's just gonna be.
Their tour is like their album music, but like I don't know if you've seen their set at Tomorrowland.
Oh, I have. I've seen like 3 of
it's
them. They're
good.
sick. They're
Dude,
so good.
yeah.
I still listen to their. I think it was an ultra set or something. It's like an hour and a half long.
Most of them are.
Yeah, well, yeah, right. It's a set. But I'll still listen to like the whole thing just in segments. But yeah, they have like so much good stuff, and then they
Yeah.
became what they are today.
See, that's sometimes it's kind of bad, but I was striving to play something like that at your party,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think it's a good setting for that.
Oh, dude, the vibe was off. It wasn't whack, but it was off.
I mean, I'm still glad to be like,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
on stage playing some music,
Yes.
but
Yeah, it was
so funny. Like some people came up to me asking for some song, and I play that song, and he is the only one vibing to it.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I think
we did our
also, I
best,
guess,
but
adding
you
another
did
one
great.
I forgot.
You did amazing.
Thank you.
the one that's like Russian dance music that's like 200 beats per minute. That's just like so insanely fast. And it's just I love that. That is
The one you asked me about by like
yes,
DJ
DJ Blietman,
yeah.
Slav
DJ
King.
Blietman.
DJ Blietman.
Kind of more of a meme, but it's
Oh, the reason I found that song is because of a meme.
Yeah.
That was like in so many memes.
more of a meme, but also still kind of hype.
Well, I've listened to more of his music out of seriousness.
Yeah.
But it did start from a meme. But
Yeah.
Skrillex is the other American DJ that I was just like,
Where's Calvin Harris from?
Scotland.
Scotland?
Really?
I did not know that.
Also,
Like,
that
either UK
man,
or America.
That man's longevity not only is sick, but just unlike somebody, the only person I can compare it to is like David Guetta, because like they were so close in time frame where it's just like, oh, every popular song right now is produced by them.
Yeah, dude. The David Guetta thing we watched the other day. It was so bad. We watched this.
Have you seen that?
What was that? I don't even remember. I
it
don't
was
even remember
a
what he was
tribute
saying.
concert to George Floyd after his death.
Oh, right.
And he was basically just like on the rooftop of a building in New York and was just like, "This goes out to
no,
George
that was in like
Floyd."
Paris. It was in Paris.
No, it wasn't. It was in
What?
Or it might have been. It was. It was not in Paris.
It was not in America. Because that was what we were making fun of. We're like, what the fuck? No, it's at the Louvre. I'm almost positive it was
not
at the Louvre.
In Paris?
No, it was not at the Louvre. I'm telling you, it was in New York.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Am I crazy? I thought it was at the
Anyway,
Louvre.
Though the point of it is he was just like, "This goes out to George Floyd and his family," and then just like turns it up and the beat drops and he's just like dancing and like,
Dude, it was-
it's just on the rooftop of a skyscraper, and it's just like, this is.
It was so tone deaf.
Yeah, it was the most.
I'm not even
thing.
sure
You guys
exactly what it
might
was.
be able to throw a party on a rooftop here in BR.
I bet we could do it at Lily's place.
Yeah.
We should do that
Ooh.
before she leaves.
I agree, but she leaves in like 4 days. So, or wait, no, like 10 days.
Wait, when does school start?
David Guetta under fire for horrific George Floyd tribute. It was so cringy. It was really bad.
We'll show it to you after this. I need to also figure out how we can just like show it on the pod. 'Cause
Oh my god, I didn't even realize this. We were laughing so hard, but we didn't realize this. It was a remix of the "I Have a Dream" speech.
yeah, no, I remember that.
I did not.
Yeah, that
notice
was also why it was cringy. It was just
Oh, it
like,
was so
what
bad.
are we doing?
Appropriate.
It was really like not only tone deaf, just like a little disrespectful. It was really fucked up. It was
Yeah.
like, oh, dude.
But yeah,
very funny, though.
People were
Anyway,
just a little bored
Calvin
during
Harris's funk album though.
Wait,
yeah,
what?
dude. Yeah, for sure, man.
Throwing it back, versatility. Obviously, we aren't there anymore. What were you saying? Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying that's people are just a little bored during quarantine, so they just keep coming up with ideas, to do,
Yeah,
keeping them a little relevant, I guess.
yeah, maybe that's all it was.
My favorite thing that I think I want to do, involving this thing, is, do y'all know who Gianluca Vacci? That's his name. If you know who that is.
No.
So, he's from Italy.
Oh, Luca Brasi?
yes, Luca Brasi.
Oh, yeah. Kevin
No,
Gates.
he's from Italy. He owns one of like the largest like. They do some other type, but it's like they do auto parts, but manufacturing. Like it's like a multi-billion-dollar business.
Mm-hmm.
And he like worked on that. He like didn't do anything fun. He was talking about like how he grinded it out for like his whole life, and then he was just like, I hit 50, or it was like he hit 50 or like 40, and then he is now like tatted up all the way down. He's very famous on Instagram for being like for like dancing and like dance videos. He's got like 50 million followers, like something insane. And he's compared to like Dan Bilzerian, but the Italian version,
Yeah.
and like he only has one really hot wife as opposed to a bunch of girls.
Well, yeah.
But he literally like paid David Guetta to teach him how to DJ, and now he's just like DJing.
That is
and just,
amazing.
And that's just what he does. He's just like, I was rich, and now he's like, I didn't have fun for the first half of my life, so we're gonna have fun the second half. So he's just
I think you did tell me about this. That is so funny.
So that's super cool, and I think I was like, that's something I want to do.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be really rich, and then just
Yeah,
decide
just pay
to just
David Guetta to teach you
Yeah.
how to DJ.
Paris Hilton DJs.
Does she really?
She
does.
does. She
No, she
show
does.
up at Tomorrowland. It's the
Yeah.
worst set you ever hear. But
Yeah.
I heard she's
Well,
gotten better than when she first started, but I know. Have you seen DJ Diesel or DJ D-Sol?
my favorite. I actually almost saw him. See him live.
Which
Wait,
one?
I think he went to.
He did go to Tigerland, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But he performed at Lost Land one year, and which is like a super, super wokey kind of bass music.
Wookie?
Yeah, it's the word inside a community to describe people who kind of like weird and.
Oh.
I know, you know, I've never really know the true
I
meaning
thought it was
of being
just
a
people
woke.
who went to a festival and dressed like a Wookiee, but
Yeah, that's kind
from
That's
Star
true.
Wars.
That's true. That's true too. I mean,
of that's awesome.
I would actually.
is that how they also do? Do they not speak? Do they just roar? Do the Wookiee roar?
See now it seems like I'm describing that word as like a bad thing, but
Yeah.
no, it's just like
Just
very
weird.
bass music, dubstep,
Oh,
hard
okay.
weird bass music festival,
see.
and he performed there, and he went down and like start being in a mosh pit with everyone. He's
That's
Is that when he
hilarious.
did that, or was that no? That was a Tomorrowland video where he like literally was mosh pitting and was throwing like it was just like everyone just kind of like pushes each other, but Shaq is like throwing people like 5 feet away.
hilarious.
And-
That's so funny.
Yeah, and he's just like huge on stage.
Yeah, he's fucking massive.
He's massive. Yeah.
I mean, he's what 7'1", or no? He's like, is he?
I don't know. Very tall and
He might
very
be
large.
7'4".
He's so big. What were you saying just now? I was curious about it. Who's saying something interesting just now? Someone was. I know it.
Woke?
No.
No.
Right before that. Oh, D-Sol. Oh, yeah.
Do you know who DJ D-Sol is?
Oh, and so was I referring to a different?
You were referring to
DJ
DJ
Diesel
Diesel,
is
which
Shaq.
is Shaq.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
Shaq. For
Who
those
is a
didn't-
person.
DJ D-Sol is David Solomon. He is the CEO of Goldman Sachs. He is a DJ. He literally DJs clubs in New York.
Dude,
on-
that's
on
my
the
dream.
weekend. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just
That's my
in
dream.
charge of one of the largest investment banks, and he DJs on the weekends.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's so funny.
You would know. Do you know? Is it Dzeko and Torres? Okay, never mind. They did the remix of Jackie Chan with Tiesto, but
Okay.
but they're
Is it another like rich famous?
and they're like
person?
signed to him, but he's done a song with them, so like that's
Oh, that's really funny.
They're credible. Like that's the only credible people that I know in the DJ space that he's collabed with. But
Yeah.
but
That's
that
hilarious.
was cool. That's another fun thing. But
Um,
thanks for listening to the EDM podcast, by
Yeah.
the way, because that really just
Yeah, that went sideways real quick.
yeah, that's what I assumed we were going to talk about most of the time.
I
anyway.
figured. But
I had something. Oh yeah. No, that was gonna be boring actually. I was gonna be like, so do you do any programming?
the answer is yes. That's how they know each other.
Yeah. So, well, I was gonna ask about like Malik Bay, but we've already had Logan on, so people might like, what are you?
Just refer to that episode.
Yeah.
Tam built most of the first part,
Yeah. Yeah, the whole
if not all
website
of the
and
first
all.
part.
Yeah, the website, the.
Who built it together? Me and
Oh,
Colin and three other guys.
That's nice.
Matthew and
It was-
George,
it
they've
was
been
a-
referenced a ton. The if you're a fan, you should know who Matthew and George are.
Yeah,
even though you haven't
Matthew's
seen
the
them.
guy who I just steal all my content from.
Yes, all of all of
And
the
George
weird
pops
stories.
in and out. Yeah.
Have they
Um,
ever been on the podcast?
No.
No, I think it'd be fun to have them on.
I don't
but
want to have Matthew on because I don't want him to steal all my thunder. Not steal my thunder. Just
Call you
make
out
it known
for it.
that I have no original content. It all comes from Matthew, and I just regurgitate it to the podcast. Matthew had a dream about a game the other day on Friday, and he told me about it. I'm like, yeah, okay, sounds cool, I guess. And so yesterday, Monday, he's like, yeah, I started building over the weekend. He's like, it's almost done.
Really?
I'm like, bro, that's hilarious. His dreams is where most of, like, I think his ideas and thinking comes from. Like, he'll come in the morning and be like, listen to this dream I had. And I'm like, oh, it's going to be good. You know it's going to be good. That's where the Kermit video came from.
Oh, yeah. I really want y'all to, I really want us to produce it. I think
I think y'all
Me
talked
too.
about it. I've just never seen it.
Did I ever tell you about it? Like,
we talked about it on the podcast, and it was a highlight.
So basically, long story short, it's a short film that Matthew had a dream of, where essentially George is driving him down the road, and they reach a point where their destination essentially, and Matthew looks on to George as George gets out of the car and walks up to a crucifix where Kermit is mounted dead on the crucifix. He pays his respects. He gets back in the car and they leave. So we're gonna make it a short film.
Did he already make it, or just
No.
still
It's
an
just
idea?
it was just a dream he had, and so now we're gonna make it.
And
into
George
a film.
can draw, so they can collab and make it happen.
Yes, I like that.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, the function's gonna produce the whole thing, and it's gonna be something else. Yeah. Plenty came to Matthew in a dream as well.
Yeah, you guys come up with the best name.
Yeah. Oh, dude, we have some more. We have some more good names. We have Glue, which I'm not sure about yet, but Glue is a new one.
Hey, don't throw all your
True,
ideas.
true.
Is it
Yeah.
GL.UE?
You gotta keep it low key.
No, but that would be good actually. United Emirates, that would be perfect.
Would that be UAE.UAE or UE? Because it's the United Arab Emirates.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's the plane, the flight.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to check that one. But yeah, Glue is the most recent one. We're not positive about it. We'll see.
Do they have dot cock and ball torture by chance?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, .cocbal. Yeah, that's the Canadian Orion. Yeah, it's a country. That's the acronym for that country. Anyway, well,
Do you have anything else? I'm pretty.
yeah. I've kind of run out of topics.
Sam, do you have anything you want to talk about?
Oh. I just had something on top of my head and I completely forgot about it. Hearing the Kermit the movie.
Kermit always throws
Now that's all
everyone
I
off.
think about.
Yeah. So you know the quote we have in the office, on the whiteboard.
You guys have a quote?
On the whiteboard.
I really hope it's
Quote-
you miss 100% of the shots. You don't take quote Wayne Gretzky, quote Michael Scott.
No, it's on the whiteboard, the top right of the whiteboard. We've had this quote there for months, and it says, "The first woman was impersonation. The second woman was imperative."
What?
I've told you about this?
No.
I've never seen this.
so
I've been
funny.
to the office.
Okay, so on the whiteboard we have a quote. That's what it says. The first woman was impersonation. The second woman was imperative, and it's quoted from Simmer Chatta. And this quote came from another dream that Matthew had, where essentially in the dream he. So the whole dream is pretty long, but it starts where he goes into a classroom to help like basically special needs kids, and they like love him. The teacher loves him, but he has to go. He's going to work. He's on his way to work, and they basically ask him to help.
Oh, I think I do remember this.
Yeah, so he spends like the day doing that, and he's like, I gotta go to work. I'm sorry, I'll be back tomorrow. Goes to work. Next day he comes back, but whenever he comes into the classroom, he is one of the kids. Like he's a first grader, and so he's there.
With special needs.
No.
Okay.
It's just he was just himself basically. So they like have a nap time or something, and when they wake up, he goes there normal. They have a nap time. He wakes up, and then he's a first grader. And then the teacher asks some question, and some guy in the class named Simmer, who Matthew had met only when he was in first grade at Spark Academy, which is essentially like a outside of school, for like gifted kids or
Right.
whatever. He had met this guy literally only in first grade, and he hadn't seen him since. He was in the class, and he said, and the teacher asked the question. That was his response. He said, "The first woman was impersonation. The second woman was imperative." And the teacher was like, "That's very good. Good job, Simmer." And Simmer is a first grader, by the way, like when he says this. And so Matthew then wakes up and tells us about this dream. And we were like, what could it mean? So we go look up Simmer Chadha, and he's at Yale, and he's like the captain of the lacrosse team, like super smart, really successful. And we're like, this is definitely something this guy would say. So we wrote the quote down, and one day we plan on contacting him and letting him know that we've received his message, and we'd like to know what he meant by giving Matthew
I thought
this
y'all
dream.
meant that y'all were going to try and find him, contact him, give him Matthew's number, and then get him to text Matthew.
That would be really
No.
cool
We just
too.
we just assume that it was a manifestation of Simmer in his dream, and we want him to explain to us why he invaded Matthew's dreams to tell him this quote. The funniest part is that
I want to have Matthew on so bad.
the funniest part is that he hasn't seen him since literally first grade, and then
So what?
how many?
2001,
15 years later?
2002?
Yeah, like 15 years later, he's like, he comes back into his dream and is like, anyway, yeah. So that's the quote that we have in the office, and we've determined that it essentially means that in the beginning, women were attempting to be the same as men. You know, like women and men, like the gender inequality. Women were trying to have the same rights as men, but in the second, what's the word? Like the second iteration of women's rights really needs to be the understanding that women and men are not the same and need to be treated differently, but equally respected. And so that was kind of our revelation there.
Right.
Yeah. So.
I wish I can have dreams like that.
Yeah,
My
pretty
dreams are
intense.
stupid.
I had a dream that I was riding ripstick on a hammock last night. So
On a hammock?
on a hammock. Yeah.
Nice.
A very long hammock.
And with,
with my
that
brother.
being said, Tam, where can we find you?
Am I supposed to throw on my
Oh, yeah.
socials?
Yeah.
This camera, this camera,
We'll
this
also link
camera.
them, but
Tell the people what you have going on in your life. That's my best Sean Evans.
I'm still working on Mallard Bay. You know, doing a few side projects here and there that I might or might not talk to you about.
Okay.
Because I might need your help or not.
Gotcha.
Festivals are back, so
Oh, you'll
Gonna
find out
go-
festivals.
baby.
gonna go to
back.
a lot of them. Yeah, but other than that,
What's your
Yeah,
ats?
just-
Give them your handles.
TAM.NTN.
Like a file type.
Yep,
He's a programmer if you don't know that. By day.
I'm a nerd.
Yes.
DJ by night.
Anyway, Tam, thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Appreciate
for
it.
Really
having me.
appreciate it.
Fun
This was a
one.
fun episode. And I guess we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.